0808. Welcome back here to the PM Show, weekend edition, with the one and only Robert Conrad on CRN.
Yes, and you know, we have wonderful guests. I'm really excited about next week because it's a friend of mine, and I'll show you her pictures. She had a best-selling book out, it probably still is, and she was married to a superstar. And this is next week's guest, okay?
Diane Cannon next week.
Married to who?
Cary Grant.
Cary Grant, yes.
Judy.
Oh, please.
Do you like that? I've been working on that for a week.
Anyway, now we have, when you walk around here when you come to work, and everyone says, who's the guest? Who's the guest? Who's the guest? Well, when I came to work today, they were going, hey, guess who we got? Guess who we got this week? Guess who we got? I said, calm down, will you? Then I found out who they were, you know, hyperventilating over, and she's an awesome woman with an awesome career, and her name is Elvira. But that is not her real name. Her real name's Cassandra Peterson, and her career is so lengthy, you don't know where to begin or where to stop. So I have a traditional question that I personally like to ask superstars, and this is a super personality. And she's done it all. That's another thing I admire.
I'm hearing her giggling in the background.
But when you read her, when you read her rap sheet, she's done it all, and that's what I like. I mean, she's done it all, but go out with me or marry me. But we can work that out if you like, darling. I'm free.
I probably did that too.
Yeah, you can do. Cassandra Peterson, thank you for doing the show. And I want to ask you this question. Of all of this, I'm holding it up to the audience because we're on camera, and I'm showing them your picture. There she is. Look at this. Huh? Is that beautiful or what? Huh? Well, we're showing your picture now, and it's
which one?
It's a great picture. You smiling with your hair, long hair, and then on top of it, it's got your name.
Oh, good.
Okay. Anyway, there
I've got my clothes on.
Yeah. Well, come on.
Oh, we didn't get those pictures.
Yes. No, we don't have those pictures. We can find
look
those
for
if
those.
you want.
But,
no, we've got them, but we don't show them.
That's right.
All right. Now the question is, here I want to show this too.
Oh boy.
No, it's
welcome
for her.
to the show, Cassandra.
Look, check
by the
it
way.
out. No, this is for her. Look at this.
Oh, we got a new CD out, huh?
Yeah.
Haunted Hits.
Yeah. All right. Say it again.
Haunted Hits.
Yes, and on the
because Halloween's coming up.
On the cover is what?
The lovely Elvira.
Elvira. There it is. If you want
one of the many roles of Cassandra Peterson.
Yes. Now, Cassandra Peterson, here is the question. Of all of this, what is your favorite experience as an artist? What do you enjoy and embrace the most?
Wow. That's hard to say. A lot of things I really love. I guess probably my favorite thing that I have done was making my first movie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Now, wait a minute. I want you to repeat for our audience exactly what you just said.
The same thing?
Yes, the same thing.
The name of the movie. That's what you want.
I think my favorite experience as someone in show business was making my first movie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
That was like what? In the late 80s you did that, didn't you?
Yeah, it was 88, 89, and I have made and worked in films since then, but it was just so incredible and electric, and it was my first movie, and I got to write it, and it was just an amazing experience. Everybody was behind it, everybody loved it, and I was treated like a queen, you know. Of course, my subsequent movie, I was a producer, I financed it, so I was treated like a dog, but that was because I was the one producing it.
No, I understand that experience because I went down that trail for 20 years. And Michael Landon were the only two actors that ever owned their negatives in television.
Oh, wow.
So I know when I had the show that was on CBS and I'd come to work, everyone was so charming. Oh, he's here. How are you today, Mr. Conrad? Hey, Bobby, how you doing, brother? And then when I had my own company and I was the boss, they were huddled by the coffee machine.
Exactly.
There he is. That's him.
Yeah, here he comes. Here's the boss.
Exactly. That's how it was. And you're just sitting there shaking because you're afraid somebody will show up
All right.
with a broken leg, and that'll be the end of the movie. You know, you won't be able to go any further because, you know, didn't have the money to pay for all the insurance that you really needed to cover.
Cassandra Peterson, how did the whole Elvira thing start? How did that get going?
I want to interrupt you, Michael.
Yes.
I'll interrupt you. And then repeat the question. I want you to write down that first movie because I haven't seen it, and I'm going to get it.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. We'll get it. I'll write it down.
Write it down. We have a reference page, so he'll write it down, and then we'll hand it off to our producer, and then she'll get it for us. So we.
But how did the whole Elvira thing start, Cassandra?
Yeah, I was an actor and working in L.A. for several years, you know, getting bit parts here and there, and mostly on television, a few little movie parts, and then I heard about an interview for a local television station, KHJ, and they were looking for a horror host, and I really didn't even know what being a horror host entailed. I did not have a horror host when I was little because I was raised in Kansas where they were too poor to have horror hosts there. And so I really wasn't sure what it was about, but I was working with the Groundlings, which is an improv group here in Hollywood.
Right.
And so I went on the interview, and I got the part. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do now? And they said, well, come up with a spooky look, and you're going to be hosting these movies. And, you know, I thought they were going to be these great classic horror movies. Well, I quickly found out they were like all these movies that they wanted to foist off on somebody that couldn't get rid of.
Those B-movie packages, right? That actually that we tuned in to watch you. We didn't tune in for the movie so much. It was watching everything between the breaks of the movie.
Yes, I hope so anyway, because if you tuned in to watch the movie, something's wrong with you.
Cassandra, hold on for a second here. We got a quick break coming up here.
Yeah, Cassandra, you're going to give us another segment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, thank you. Let us do the commercial. We're back to you, sweetheart.
No problem.
Robert Conrad and the lovely Elvira Cassandra Peterson here on CRN. Stay with us.